Zech to you, my Polish friends. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. And if it's your first time here, hi, I'm Jasmine. And to you, my beautiful and amazing returning subscribers, welcome to the channel. So today, I'm actually checking out 8 amazing things about Poland. You know, I've always said this. I've got good reviews on Poland. So anytime I'm about to react to anything that has to do with Poland, I'm always excited because I know I'm definitely going to hear something good. You know, Poland is rich in culture, rich in nature and history. You know, there's a whole lot to learn about Poland. It's beautiful, except their language. The language can be very, very difficult. It's not as easy, you know. So let's just not go there. But apart from that, Poland is a beautiful place, and I would definitely visit Poland. So guys, let's check out these 8 amazing things about Poland.
Today, we're going to talk about Poland as a country and why it is such an amazing country to live in, especially for men. Starting with number 1, high quality of life. Poland is a rapidly developing Central European country with very modern and newly built infrastructure. This is probably the most important thing I noticed when I first came to Poland about 3 years ago. I live in the capital, Warsaw, and let me tell you, I have never felt this good in my life. I absolutely love the cleanliness and the orderliness of the city. And I also love the robust and affordable public transportation. Almost everywhere you go, it just feels so peaceful and civilized. Food is very organic and high quality, and the people are just so friendly, humble, and happy. I feel so grounded and motivated while living here. It truly is a place where you can feel at peace with life. And the more time you spend here, the more it feels like home. There's nothing ostentatious or opulent on display here. Because again, Polish people are very humble and down to earth. Almost everything is designed for comfort and convenience. It is absolutely an amazing place to find love and to raise a family. And that takes us to number 2, top tier dating life. Poland is well known to have some of the most beautiful women in the world. That's not a surprise. It is absolutely a paradise if you are a man who's living here long term. However, what truly makes Poland special is the dating culture and the personality of the Polish women. For the 3rd time, Polish people are very humble and down to earth, and that includes the women. Based on my own experience and many of that of my friends, Polish women are very feminine, very humble, very long-term oriented, and fairly independent. Let me explain. When Polish women look for a partner, they always assess the long-term compatibility first. Now, this does not mean that they evaluate you for a potential long-term relationship and marriage right away. What it really means is that they want you to stick around, even if it's for the short term, so they could revisit you in the future and evaluate more. If you are just the tourist who comes here for a few weeks or a few months, it is unlikely that they will take you seriously and get intimate with you. Polish women are far less materialistic than women from other countries, especially Western countries. Again, it stems from the humbleness in the culture. What they really look for is integrity and stability. You don't need a 6-pack, 6 foot height and 6-figure salary to be able to date beautiful women here. Most of them simply want a man who is stable, who is fun, who is kind, and who has the potential to raise a family. Flashing your Western money and Western status won't work here. Because most Polish women, they work hard, they got their own money. They're raised in a good family with parents still together. What you really need in order to successfully date here is to clean up, look at your best, present yourself as a local resident, and of course, have some ambition and interesting hobbies. Moving on to number 3, safety. Because Poland has such a humble people and such a civilized society, it is very, very, very safe. Like I mentioned before, everywhere you go, it just feels so peaceful. There are no homeless people on the streets begging you for money, no violent gangs, no dangerous ghettos. Violent crimes are very, very rare. Sometimes I will go out with my friends and come home very late, 3 a.m., 5 a.m. even. But it is perfectly safe to walk on the streets alone, even that late at night. People are usually just minding their own business, drinking and having fun. Nobody's gonna drug you, nobody's gonna rob you, nobody's gonna stab you. I'm honestly shocked at how safe it is. Me and my friends have been living here for years, and we have never been in an uncomfortable situation, let alone a dangerous situation. But occasionally you do see some street brawls around bars and the clubs, but that's all you're going to see. On the other hand, a lot of people are really concerned about the situation between Russia and Ukraine and the possibility of the conflict spilling over to Poland. Let's just say I have done extensive research on this topic. Long story short, 99.99% chance that Russia won't invade Poland. If it did, then nowhere in the world is safe. Number 4 is the high level English. I am a polyglot with 4 languages under my belt: English, Chinese, Russian, and Spanish. My name is Shane. 我的名字叫善英。Me llamo Shane. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Shane. However, I still really appreciate when a country has a high-level English-speaking population. My native language is English, and needless to say, I find it extremely comfortable and convenient to be able to communicate with the vast majority of the Polish people. I would say about 90% of the population under the age of 40 have either fluent or semi-fluent English level. You won't have any communication problems whether you're asking for directions, you're going on a date, or ordering food at a restaurant, or getting a checkup in a clinic. If you are considering visiting Poland or deciding to move here or not, the transition is very, very smooth because there is no language barrier. Should you learn Polish? This is a question I get asked a lot. And the answer is, it's really up to you. Since the English level here is so high, you won't need Polish for 95% of things that you do in life. Unless, let's say, you decided to move here permanently and try and get citizenship, or you want to do business here where you will meet a lot of people who are older than the age of 40. Then you definitely need to learn Polish. For me personally, I have not studied Polish at all. First, because I'm not 100% sure that this is the country I want to completely settle down in. And second, Polish is a very, very hard language to learn, and it requires serious commitment. And to me, that time is better spent on something of a higher priority. Moving to number 5, rapid development. Why is this important? Because of opportunities, both economically and socially. Economically, Poland has grown tremendously over the past decade. Infrastructure-wise, a lot more new apartments are being built, a lot of new businesses are coming into the country, and a lot more institutions are forming as well. This means that it is a great place to find jobs and investments. For example, real estate alone has grown over 50% in the past 3 years. Poland is also going through rapid social development as well. Because of the rapid economic development that Poland is experiencing, it has attracted a lot of tourists, expats, as well as foreign businesses. Certain cities like Warsaw are becoming increasingly larger and more international. So when you come here, you'll have lots of opportunities to meet people from all over the world. Personally, I have met a great number of people who are very successful and made friends with them. It is incredible for networking and personal growth, because the people that you get in contact with become part of your life, which in turn gives yourself the right energy to push yourself harder in order to reach your goals. I've met content creators who gave me new ideas and pushed me for more growth. I have met business owners and investors who share their experience with me and motivate me to venture into new territories. And I have even met dating experts who gave me insights and deep knowledge into the Polish dating culture. All these connections have made me a more knowledgeable, more ambitious, and more experienced individual. Number 6, location. Poland is located in the heart of Europe, making it a very convenient base to travel. If you come to Poland and decide that it is not a country for you, you can always take a quick flight to another country of your interest. Some of my friends did not like Poland, so they just took a 2-hour flight to either Romania, Ukraine, or Serbia. Even though I love Poland, but sometimes I do get bored here and wanting something more exotic and luxurious. So in that case, I can just take a 2.5-hour flight to London and enjoy the top-tier first world city life, or I can take a flight to either Greece, Spain, or Italy for a quick weekend vacation to experience a completely different scenery with a much more relaxed culture. It is just super convenient and hassle-free. It feels great knowing that you're only hours away from almost a completely different life experience. Number 7, this is a big one: the affordable cost of living. I absolutely love how affordable Poland is. Now, I live in the capital Warsaw and near the center, so the prices here are actually a lot higher than the rest of the country, but it is still lower than the majority of the cities in the US. Uber rides are super cheap, ranging from $5 to about $20, and that's the cap. A meal at a decent restaurant is about $12 to $20. Going out to clubs and bars, drinks about $8 to $15. Personally, personally, I rarely use Uber now, and I have fully adapted to the public transportation here. And tram, bus, and metro tickets are around $1. I also stopped eating out so often. Now I cook all of my food at home with an air fryer, and I eat very well. 90% of my diet is consist of high quality meat cuts. Yet they're super affordable from the local supermarket or the butcher. My grocery bill is probably around $400 to $500 a month. Despite all this, I have to say that the one thing that's really expensive here is probably the housing. Since Europe is so cramped and the space is really limited, real estate is very valuable, especially after the war in Ukraine. I pay around $1,300 for a 50 square meter, one bedroom apartment that's 15 minutes away from the center, but it's fully furnished and it's very modern. So my total budget, it's about $2,000 a month. That's almost 50 times less than the budget I had while I was living in the US. Last but not least, number 8, Poland is gorgeous. Now I love Warsaw and that's why I'm living here. But Poland's other cities definitely deserve a serious visit. Last year, I went to Gdansk for a concert and I was very impressed. It's a northern coastal city to the Baltic Sea, and the city was absolutely beautiful. The architecture was amazing, almost reminded me of Scandinavia. Even though it was a lot less modern, a lot smaller than Warsaw, but the sea, the forests, the air were just phenomenal. And the architecture there were just so colorful and really brings out this positive vibe to the city. I'm also very curious about Krakow because I've heard nothing but good things about the city from all my friends. It's a city that's full of culture, full of nature, and full of history. It has a lot of those medieval old-style European buildings, which I love. Lots of lakes, lots of forests, lots of parks, and historical sites. It's definitely a city that we'll visit very soon in the future. But in summary, Poland is a country full of natural landscapes, rich history, vibrant culture, as well as modern features. But the weather can be a turnoff for a lot of people. For me, I like the dynamic seasons that Poland has. Each season brings a different kind of beauty to the country. Spring and summer are full of lush green with blooming flowers and lively outdoor activities. Autumn turned the forests and the parks into the stunning scenery of red, orange, and yellows. Winter, however, is not so pleasant. 5 to 6 months out of the year is just pure greatness. Very little sunlight, and it can get very rainy and windy. There can be snow, which can make the landscape and the scenery a lot more beautiful, but it's still overall a very brutal period for a lot of people. For me, winter is not so bad. I guess I'm just used to it. I stay inside most of the time and focus on my work. But for most people, it can definitely be depressing. Alright guys, I hope this video gave you some insights into Poland as a country. And in the near future, I'll be filming a lot more outdoor content so you guys can see what exactly Poland is like and what's the day-to-day life really is like here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. I enjoyed every bit of it. You see, I've always had good reviews on Poland. I'm telling you, I've always had good reviews on Poland. I like the rich culture of Poland. I like their history, you know. I like the nature, you know. It's beautiful. Poland is a beautiful place, and it's a place you will love to visit, I must say. And I will definitely want to visit Poland. Yes, I will really want to visit Poland. Thank you so much for these 8 things that's amazing about Poland. It was really amazing, actually. Thank you, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again.